Hey TikTok, don't flag this as misinformation. This is factual. It is about my experience being targeted by a multiple perpetrator stalker network. These are affiliates in a Ponzi and narrative network who abuse surveillance to produce content and publishing, okay? They have a specific algorithm that they feed identities through to generate a conversational circuit. All right. So in this conversation, my identity was targeted, and they've been trying to divine, author, or script a narrative around my identity or the metaphysical imprint of it using surveillance and stalking and just trying to write me into narratives. Think about how weird that is for a bunch of women and some men who are also affiliates to sit there and obsess about a woman's intimate life, dating life, and then to think that they have some sort of say-so or control over it. I mean, that's really freaking weird. So these women work with a network of men, and they play these parasocial games through surveillance and mirroring the people that they're targeting, and indirect through the fourth wall communication, right? So they're hyper gaming the people that they place on surveillance and into their conversational circuit or algorithm. And they all talk about this one person that they're all stalking. And this is what they call leaving that person out in the cold, because that person's identity is being used, but they themselves are not a part of the conversation, contributing to the conversation, or being recognized, acknowledged, and given credit. These people take the credit. These affiliates, they take the credit by stripping that person's identity in their surveillance-based algorithm, okay? Because they need stories. This whole network is about telling stories, conversation, to be seen, right? But they don't really have them. So they need something that generates it, something that inspires them, gives them cues, gives them prompts. And that is targeting people and watching them through surveillance. But this storyline is not in touch with reality. The person that they're talking about that they recruited to do this weird triangulation with is Mac Barnes Hopkins. I have another video on about him on my YouTube, Instagram, and here. And he is a police officer. You know, they're always talking about the dirty cops. Yeah, they do recruit the dirty cops so that they can use their surveillance resources, their reporting, and all that type of stuff to get you within their system, so that they can engage in Zersetzung, right? So half of their conversation is about the Zersetzung that they engage in. And then the other half is this weird pussy watchman obsession that they have with other people's intimate lives. I'm single. I've been single for a long ass time, okay? I've been single for like 1,000,001 years. I'm generally single because I haven't found, you know, my match, and that's okay. I know you guys have a big issue with people being single too. You're all obsessed and saying that it's some sort of like loneliness or something like that, but I just want to know when we all stop being adults, okay? Because first of all, other people's intimate lives are none of your business. Their sexuality, what they do, who they're with, all of that is none of your business. Just like what these assholes and their characters and their recruits are doing is none of my business. I don't care who you're dating. I don't care who you've impregnated. I don't care that you went. Okay. I don't care that you went and like found my ex friends and slept with them or something like that. That shows me that you're psychotic and desperate, because first of all, their recruits, half of them don't even live in my country. I'm Canadian. A lot of these people are American. The other players or characters that they recruited from Canada, I've never introduced these people, so you're really going out of your way to link up, okay? Like really, out of your way to link up to create a narrative to impose it on me through surveillance abuses. It's psychotic. So anyways, I'm not with this man, and I don't care what he does, and you shouldn't care what I do, because I'm a stranger to you, and it's insanely weird to be obsessed with a stranger in that manner. So, and I'm not a public figure, so we're not going to have the public-private conversation in regards to this, okay? And try to say that it's equivalent. It's not. So these people just basically stalk you, and then they create these narratives, and they try to impose it on you through the fourth wall communication, speaking about you indirectly with a gaggle of their friends to cause asymmetry and sort of force it on you so that you'll conform into it, or so that it'll become a self-fulfilling prophecy. These nutters actually really truly believe that through surveillance, they can divine your life and basically tell you what to do. This is a grown woman, right? She's an adult. Why are you concerned about me, an adult woman, what I do and who I date? Why have you spent the last 5 years obsessing over my intimate life? It's strange. And obsessing over it for men, violent men, that stay in the background and speak through you women as puppets, as F puppets. Okay? So I'm an adult woman. I date who I want. I do what I want. You, as a stalker in an affiliate network, have no say-so on my life. So this is insanely weird, and I'm just going to continue reporting on how strange it is to be obsessed and to join a whole network and to make that your actual business, stalking women and then sitting there pretending like you're speaking for them or about them and divining their life and path. Psychosis.